So he was the greatest leader. So how are you the greatest country without the greatest leader? Well, no one knows you. You don't interact with other countries, now do you? So you're not the greatest country in the world. You got that part? Now you see what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about your community. They don't interact with the world. Your leader does. Your leader goes and interacts with the world. So that matters when we talk about who's top rank. Interactions with other leaders in the world. So how is he the greatest leader in the world? How was he the greatest leader in the world? He wasn't, was he? With all his interactions and all the things that you accused him of and all these different things. How is he the greatest leader in the world? So he wasn't. So how are you the greatest country in the world? You wasn't. And you haven't been. And now you see, and this is why you're in the shape that you're in now. Because quietly, you ceased to be the greatest country in the world. Quietly. It happened quietly. I know. You didn't realize it, did you? It happened quietly. You're no longer the greatest country in the world. I'm sorry to tell you. Okay? And you can sit up here and you can have American Spirit all day and talk about 1995 and talk about 1975. Those days are gone. Those days are way behind us, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. And so some of you are going to sit in a room of nostalgia, a sad room of nostalgia, listening to old music, watching old movies, et cetera, not in the real world that we live in now, where Donald Trump is the first American president indicted as a criminal. Okay? And you can live in this whole world, this relevant world, the irrelevant world, excuse me. You can live in this irrelevant world with all these nostalgias, all this old stuff, because that's what these military and all these cops and all you patriots like to do. First thing you're going to do is go to the past. Boom, ow. What can you show us now that you're doing? What can you show us now? What are you doing now? Nothing, right? Okay, then. That's what I'm saying. You're only good as your last war, buddy. Listen, you're only good as your last trick. You're only good as your last success. When was your last true success? We're not trying to hear that, bro. All you're going to do, all these patriots going to do, all these military going to do is point to all this nostalgia, all these pictures and all this stuff of the past. We ain't talking about none of that. We talking about you got the first president on your hands that's been indicted in all of your history. And you know why you're quiet? Because that's how you act as an American. As soon as stuff like this happen, now you don't hear nothing, do you? It's all quiet. You can feel the quietness, can't you? Because that's how they act. That's how they react. Instead of being enraged and doing something about it, they sit back quietly in shame. That's what they always do. This is what they did when this person went and shot these Christians. They sat back quietly in shame because they think they all Christians. I'm a real Christian. They think they're Christians. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. And you don't have the luxury of sitting up not living it, talking about you a Christian. Nah, man, we don't let gangsters do it. You don't let people on the streets do it. You don't let no people walk out here talking about they gangsters and not living it. You don't let it do it. We ain't letting you do it either. We are not letting people sit up here talking about they Christians and they not Christians. And half of you think, even the gangsters think they're Christians. Yeah, they do. Look all the crosses on them and everything. They got crosses all around their neck, crosses on their tattoos and everything, scriptures on them. They got scriptures on them. They got scriptures on their bodies. Okay? They think they're Christians. They're not. They have a belief in God, but they do not live for God. That's what it is. Listen, man, we play no games, man.